And I thank the member for Fairfax, and I give the call to the member for Bennelong.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Like the member for Bruce, I rise today to acknowledge the ongoing hard work of the Afghan members of my community in Bennelong, who support and advocate on behalf of Afghan refugees seeking asylum here in Australia, but also across the world. Recently, I met with the Afghan Women Wellbeing Group and the Resolution Community Service to discuss the ongoing and tireless efforts they make to provide support to their members of the Afghan community who have had to flee their home in the face of ongoing turmoil and persecution. The people of Afghanistan are faced with a Taliban-incited violence. There are thousands of Afghan Australians in our community who have family members facing grave risk. Family homes are being targeted, family members are disappearing. In Bennelong, members of the Afghan community have banded together to provide support to these refugees. Since the rise in turmoil in Afghanistan, they have worked tirelessly to provide administrative, financial and emotional support to their community. The Afghan Women's Wellbeing Group and Resolution Community Services have become the voice in Bennelong for the Afghan community. They have made themselves available 24 hours a day to provide support to those who are seeking to flee Afghanistan. They've worked together to sponsor visas for hundreds of citizens, dedicating countless hours of their time to fundraising so that they can cover application fees, provide support in seeking passports and ensuring that these citizens have the paperwork they need. One of the first meetings I held in my office when I became a member for Bennelong was with one of these groups. They told me the deeply sad and traumatic experience the people of Afghanistan have experienced, and also their family who are here in Australia. Their groups attempted to work with the previous government and the former member to provide support to their community and were faced with a series of closed doors, unreturned calls and unanswered emails. It wasn't until the government changed that they were welcomed back into offices across the country to discuss these issues. They've had opportunities to meet with MPs in Bennelong, of course, and around ministers, and worked closely with members of the department to advocate on behalf of Afghan refugees. They thank the government for the commitment of thousands of existing places to accommodate desperate Afghan civilians. As a rich and prosperous country, they urge us to continue to provide the support and advocacy they need and those who are in undeniable and immediate need. The Taliban continue to demonstrate their contempt for the rights and freedoms and welfare of the Afghan people, particularly women and girls, and their disinterest in normal relations with the international community. Deputy Speaker, I'll continue to work alongside these important organisations in my community and alongside the government to provide support to the Afghan Australian community.